This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Eala survives Thriller, reaches Suzhou Open quarterfinals. Alas Pilipinas makes history, Senate lauds men's volleyball team. Mapua survives LPU in double OT. Title defense is on. PBA welcomes a new era. The Titan Ultra Giant Risers have officially arrived after the sale of the Northport franchise. Lakers Media Day 2025, the biggest takeaways. And join me for a day of recharging with siblings Joshua and Ali Arellano and get to know the latest trends on wellness and recovery. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 30th of September. Now, here's our roundup. Filipino tennis phenom Eala dug deep and held her nerve to defeat Belgium's Greek Minin in a grueling three-set battle, 7-6, 6-7, 7-5. Advancing to the quarterfinals of the Suzhou WTA 125 tournament in China. Seeded fourth, Eala faced a tough challenge as the match stretched over 2 hours. After winning a tight first-set tiebreak and losing another in the second, she found the strength to pull through in the final set. In the deciding set, Eala held her composure during crucial points. Tied at 5-all, she took the lead and served out the match with calm precision. Eala had opened her Suzhou campaign with another three-set victory over Poland's Katarzyna Kawa, proving she thrives in high-pressure moments. The 20-year-old now faces Switzerland's Victoria Golubic, world number 70 in the quarterfinals, as she eyes another strong showing on Chinese soil. Meanwhile, the Senate commended the Philippine men's volleyball team Alas Pilipinas for their historic 19th place finish in the 2025 FIVB Men's World Championship. In a resolution filed by Senate Majority Leader Alan Peter Cayetano, who called their breakthrough run a moment of immense national pride and proof that Filipino athletes can shine on the world stage.
Sports brings Filipinos together. A team that not only made us proud during the SEA Games, but a team that made sure they will pleasantly surprise us.
All 24 senators backed the resolution. Cayetano also credited the coaching staff and PNBF reforms for strengthening training programs and opening doors to international tournaments. Cayetano added that his historic run sets the stage for the Philippines to host the 2029 FIVB Women's Volleyball Championship. It's October and the Big Dome goes down in history again, celebrating 50 years since the legendary Thrilla in Manila, the 1975 showdown between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier that shook the world and put the Philippines in the global spotlight. Located in the heart of Araneta City, Quezon City, the Big Dome has seated 20,000 fans and witnessed world title boxing matches, iconic concerts, state functions, and historic events. But nothing matches the electric energy of the original Thrilla. Now, to mark this milestone, Smart Araneta and Araneta City joins a nationwide tribute. No less than Pinoy boxing great Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao led the opening of the immersive exhibits. The commemoration will also feature live boxing shows on October 29, with fighters from around the world celebrating the legendary spirit of Ali versus Frazier. The Big Dome has seen unforgettable moments, and now, 50 years after the Thrilla in Manila, the legacy is still alive. As the Philippine Basketball Association marks its 50th year, it ushers in another golden era. Our sports correspondent Sheila Salaysay reports on what to expect this season.
The PBA's 50th season is set to open with fireworks. As revealed in this afternoon's press conference, Manila Clasico. Rivals Barangay Ginebra and Magnolia collide on October 5 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Adding intrigue, Magnolia coach and former Ginebra star L.A. Tenorio is on the injury or reserved list, fueling speculation of a dramatic return against his old mentor Coach Tim Cone. Meanwhile, the Titan Ultra Giant Risers debut on October 8 against Meralco in Antipolo. The season will pause for Gilas Pilipinas, a FIVB World Cup qualifiers, and the Asian Games, with plans for a pocket tournament featuring foreign teams plus international games in Dubai and Bahrain. A golden milestone with global reach. The PBA's 50th season promises to be nothing short of historic. Reporting for the Scorecard, Sheila Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
In the NCAA, Mapua University outlasted LPU 90-89 in a thrilling double overtime game to kick off their NCAA Season 101 men's basketball title defense. Cyrus Cuenco split his free throws to give the Cardinals the lead with just 12 seconds left before Lion Palingayan missed his jumper, sealing the victory for the defending champs. Cuenco ended the game with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, while JC Recto dominated with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 3 assists. Renz Villegas carried LPU with 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Mapua showed that they're ready to defend, but LPU proved that they'll be a nightmare for anyone chasing the title. Media Day for the Los Angeles Lakers is always part show, part tease, part crystal ball. But this year, it carried extra weight. LeBron James's farewell, maybe, Luka Doncic's rise, and a new supporting cast ready to make their mark. So here's what stood out. LeBron James faces the twilight at 40 and entering his 23rd NBA season. LeBron admitted the end is near, picking up his $52.6 million player option for one last ride with the Lakers. His partnership with Luka Doncic will define this season. Luka Doncic takes the spotlight fresh from a dominant Eurobasket run. Luka enters Lakers Media Day leaner, quicker, and full of confidence. Luka isn't just the future, he's the present and he's ready to lead. Now, Austin Reeves bets on himself. The 26-year-old guard turned down a 4-year, $89.2 million extension. A contract year challenge. Reeves is out to prove his worth and earn his legacy in purple and gold. DeAndre Ayton embraces the spotlight. Ayton calls this his biggest opportunity. At 7 feet, he brings rim protection, pick and roll dominance, and second chance points. His impact could be crucial alongside LeBron and Luka. Meanwhile, Smart is more than a defender. He's the glue, the communicator, the one who pulls everyone into the trenches with him. So with DeAndre Ayton's size, Luka Doncic's stamina, and Marcus Smart, they could turn the Lakers from talented to terrifying. Media Day showed transition is coming, the spotlight is bright, and the Lakers are poised for a season that could define a new era. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you know there's a trick called the fakie in skateboarding? It means rolling backward while staying in your normal stance, unlike going switch or riding opposite your natural foot forward. Fakie allows skaters to maintain their orientation while approaching obstacles or setting up for tricks. It's a fundamental move that builds control and style on the board. So next time you see a skater rolling backwards smoothly, remember, they're not lost. They're fakie masters. It's time for our off-court buzzer. It's a family affair with a twist in the PVL. The Petrogas Angels have pulled off one of the most surprising moves ahead of the 2025 Reinforced Conference, handing the coaching reins to none other than Gary and Lisa Van Sickle, the parents of their superstar and MVP, Brooke Van Sickle. Imagine this. The same couple who molded Brooke's talent from her early days in the United States are now stepping onto the sidelines of the PVL to lead their daughter's team. Gary takes over as head coach, Lisa as assistant, and together they bring decades of coaching success and professional playing experience. Gary, a University of Hawaii alumnus and former outside hitter, has over 20 years of coaching under his belt with multiple championship runs. Lisa, a Hawaii Pacific standout and former pro in Argentina, has more than 25 years of her own, including grassroots programs and open division titles. This is uncharted territory in PVL history. Parents and daughter united in one mission to bring Petrogas back to the pinnacle of the Reinforced Conference. After the sudden exit of Japanese coach Koji Chuzurabara, the Angels didn't just fill a void, they made a statement. Add to that the return of American import Lindsey Van Wyde, and you have a storyline filled with drama, unity, and a family legacy that could change the course of Petrogas. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 1st of October. Up next, join me for a day of relaxing, recharging, and replenishing with siblings Joshua and Ali Arellano, and get to know the latest trends on wellness and recovery. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Feeling stressed? Been thinking about that much-needed reset? Well, join me for a day of recharging and recovery with siblings Joshua and Ali Arellano, and get to know the latest trends on wellness.
Let's take a quick time out from all the sports news and analysis as we visit Salcedo's first social wellness club for a nice recovery and self-care session. Cedo Wellness is a great place to relax and recharge.
Good morning. All right, since it's your first time here with us.
Yep.
Now, before I take you through my experience at this wonderful new spot, let's meet the owners.
Tell us the story of how Cedo Wellness started.
Absolutely.
For sure. Back in 2021, I got injured. I got an ACL from a torn meniscus 12 years ago that I didn't rehab. It turned into an ACL. So we kind of wanted to create a space that was holistic for recovery.
Our approach is preventive, so we really wanted a space that healed the mind and the body.
So what about the name, Cedo Wellness?
Well, it's really simple. It's short for Salcedo. So we kind of wanted to make a catchy neighborhood name that really reflected the community here. And that's why our logo is a willow tree, because Salcedo in Spanish translates to willow tree. And the willow tree is actually a healing tree. And we found it to be a perfect symbol for our brand. Yeah.
Is this the first business that you guys ventured into as brother and sister?
No. So during the pandemic, Josh started to help me with Ali's Cookie Bar in terms of operations-wise. Ali's Cookie Bar was a business I put up in 2013. But Cedo is our first brick-and-mortar business together.
Yeah.
So is it hard that your siblings, but you're working together? Because there's a saying that don't do business with brass, but you guys are family.
Absolutely. I think
There's definitely a lot of, cat and dog.
heated moments here and there, but I think the security in that is the fact that we are family. So
We can trust each
having
other
that
at the end
anchor,
of the day.
at the end of the day, like, trust is just unquestionable. So I think that's really the basis of our
Partnership.
Yeah.
As head of marketing, who are the people or age group or clientele that you cater to?
We like to target millennials and people that are young at heart because I do it with my mom, who's 20 years older than me. So I would say the same market goes for Cedo. We attract a lot of millennials and a lot of parents also.
Gen Z as well.
Gen Z as well because of social media. But then I would say largely millennial and in their 50s, late 50s, Gen X.
All right, Joshua, when you come in here, you immediately see that this is a place where you can chill, you can have some coffee, have some great conversations, but then you also have some rooms where you can have classes. And then I also saw on social media like the ice bath.
Contrast therapy.
Yeah. So could you tell us about what you guys offer here?
So here, we're really recovery specialists. So the way we view recovery is in every aspect, where we believe movement is also part of the recovery. Simply slowing down, maybe just enjoying a cup of coffee is also part of the ritual that gets you to recover as well. And I think I really like to stress out the word ritual, because that's kind of what we do here. It feels very sacred in our practice here. All our modalities are really geared towards recovery. So contrast therapy is one of those modalities that really gets you into that meditative state, which you will be experiencing later. So, but yeah.
Besides that, we also have foot reflexology if you're not wanting to get your toes wet into contrast yet. And then also assisted stretch, which is best paired with a contrast therapy. So that's basically like a one-on-one passive stretch with our PTs in-house that help with mobility and flexibility.
Contrast therapy is something that I don't hear a lot. Is that new?
I think it's trending now, but to be honest with you, the practice has been there for years. So it's something that's been usually practiced in the Nordic countries, but I think it's just catching wind nowadays, and it's trending because of people like Huberman and fitness influencers optimizing their lives. But here, we really welcome just about anybody. For us, this is really a place to slow down, rest, pause, most important.
You don't need to be an athlete to be doing contrast therapy, honestly. Like, I always tell people it helps me mentally and physically, because physically it's basically one big ice pack for your body. So it helps you with like the inflammation that you may be feeling after like a long day. Helps with blood circulation amongst all other stuff.
It's really the mental clarity that you get afterwards. And it always prepares me for
The next day.
The next day or the day ahead. And yeah, I mean, it's a practice that I'm very grateful that we get to do often now. Let's start your contrast therapy session.
Oh, here we go.
So over here, we feature a custom Finnish sauna. This was made by an actual Finnish man, so he really knows his stuff when it comes to dry saunas.
Wow.
Here we feature 3 cold plunges, all at varying temperatures. We keep it at 15, 10, and 5 degrees. The reason why we do this is so we can properly assess your level and your tolerance as well.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yes.
So this is the room we like to call Sedo Canvas.
Okay.
This is where we hold our movement classes from yoga, mat pilates, barless bar, and we also have dance classes. We call it Canvas because it's also a space for people to throw events, workshops, anything under the sun, really. It's anybody's canvas you can use for any given moment in time.
So, Ali, what's the next room?
So the next room we have here is our foot reflex room. This is where we perform foot reflexology. You can also ask for hand reflex if you're into that. And then foot spa if you're also not into the hard pressures of a foot reflex. Foot reflex, just so you know, isn't supposed to feel too relaxing on your first session. Usually takes up to 3 sessions until you feel the release and like the parang, yeah. But the first 2 sessions are very painful. So, because they really pin the pressures of your foot there. So it's not really relaxing to me.
After learning about the history from the siblings and getting a quick tour, it's now time for the main event. Being inside the sauna gave me a chance to concentrate and clear my mind. Sometimes we need quiet moments like this away from stress. It also felt so good to sweat. I feel like I lost a pound or 2 even if I was just sitting down for 15 minutes. Initially, I was intimidated by the cold plunge.
It was hot. You can see all of a sudden I am super sweaty and don't get the hair.
But because I was feeling so hot, I actually couldn't wait to take that dip. As soon as I was in the water, I could slowly feel my body adjust to the temperature. I focused my thoughts on my breathing, and soon enough, I started to imagine my body healing from all the aches and pains that come with my active lifestyle. Getting out of that water, I felt absolutely refreshed. To supplement the contrast therapy session, there are licensed professionals ready to give you an assisted stretch to loosen up the body and increase blood flow. It felt so good. I almost fell asleep. And after all that, how about a coffee? That's a winner.
So I just got done with my experience here at Suzhou Wellness. Thank you very much to Ali and Joshua. Joshua, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Definitely will be back. And where can...
You can follow us on Instagram at Suzhou Wellness, and you can also check us out on our website, suzhouwellness.com.
So there you go. This has been Anton Roxas for another episode on The Scorecard. Once again, thank you so much to Joshua and Ali Arellano for welcoming us to Suzhou Wellness. More power to you guys. Up next, Eala Youth and Power. Go head-to-head with Golobic's experience and tactics. Who blinks first under the lights of Suzhou? We're about to find out. So stay locked in and keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to The Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, so here we are, Suzhou, China, quarterfinal stage, and we've got a matchup that feels like a tennis podcast dream. Alex Eala, the 20-year-old rising star for the Philippines, against Victoria Golovic, the Swiss shot maker who's seen it all. So let's set the scene. Eala just survived a 3-hour, 3-set marathon against Greet Minute. I'm talking 7-6, 6-7, 7-5 over 3 hours and 18 minutes. Now, this is the kind of match that takes 5 years off your career or makes you believe you can win a title anywhere in the world. Meanwhile, Golovic, she basically took a stroll through the park, took out Linda Fruvertoa 6-2, 6-0 in about an hour. That's a sparring session, not a match. So she comes in fresh, while Eala's got to be thinking, man, I played 2 3-setters already this week and I'm only in the quarters. Woo! So, here's what makes this fascinating. Styles. Eala is a power baseliner, heavy lefty forehand, loves to grind rallies and open the court. Golovic, she is a classic Swiss tennis brain, got variety, slices, angles. She will disrupt your rhythm until you're pulling your hair out. This is also a matchup of career trajectories. 32 years old versus 20. Golovic is the veteran chess master. Eala's the young powerhouse still writing her story. She's got 2 inches of height and that lefty spin that drives opponents nuts. And right now, she is ranked 58, just a couple of spots off her career high. Golovic sitting at 70. Now, even though she's sitting at 70, remember she once climbed as high as 35. She's been to a Wimbledon quarterfinal. She's seen the wars. Now, Eala, she's just getting started, but she's already showing she can take down seasoned pros. Don't forget, she just won the Guadalajara 125 a few weeks ago. She's on her 4th straight quarterfinal, and her ranking has jumped inside the top 60. So it's not just youth versus experience. It's a matchup of 2 players who know exactly how to push the other out of their comfort zone. So here is your match breakdown. The big question is stamina. If this goes 3 sets again, can Eala's legs hold up against someone who's basically been chilling in the hotel spa all week? Or does youth win out and she just powers through like she did against Minen? This is a classic passing of the torch type matchup. Golovic is the crafty veteran, Eala's the fearless newcomer. Both are playing great tennis, but only one moves on to the semis. And look, if Eala pulls this off, we're not just talking about another semifinal. We're talking about a legit run to title number 2 in just over a month. So grab your coffee, set your alarms, because this one is going to be pure theater. Youth versus experience, firepower versus finesse. Alex Eala pushing for another title run. Victoria Golovic ready to spoil the party. The pressure is heavy, the stakes are clear. So tune in, lock in, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From 2-time Olympic champion, 10-time world champion, and considered as one of the greatest sprinters in history, Shelly Ann Fraser-Prince once said, "When I look in the mirror, I see a strong, fearless woman who's about to do the impossible. I'm happy with who I am." Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.